guys, it's Talk to Coco. I'm here today because I've been nominated and I am the finalist for Social Impact Champion at the CLAT Awards 2025. I guess what first pushed me to start Talk to Coco was being diagnosed with a brain tumour. So I was diagnosed with a brain tumour in 2018 Christmas. And for myself, I guess that was my most vulnerable, most weakest time where I needed to turn to people for the first time in my life publicly to ask for strength. And I think through doing that and being so honest and vulnerable in just what I was experiencing at that time, reached an audience that I couldn't even imagine. And through that, putting all my tools, I guess, together, my creativity, my disciplinaries in artistry and stuff like that, putting it all together and having ADHD too, I guess Talk to Coco, become alive, become a brand, become a platform. And yeah, it's been really well. I guess the most powerful an important moment, I guess, in workshops and stuff. I think there's two moments that hit out for me. There was one like in-person workshop we done, and there was for over 45s within the Black community. And as we know, trauma and past and going really, really, really way back is like ingrained in us not to speak, not to be vulnerable, not to show weakness. So for myself to sit in a room with people that are my mum's age, my parents' age, and to be vulnerable and allow them to have a space to be open, to be seen, and to have like big women and men cry to me and be like, thank you, therapist. No one's really been able to connect with me or understand. I think for me, that's like a really big hard setter as someone who is so much younger, and to be able to make people feel so safe and so vulnerable and to push that platform and create that. And I'd say my second time would have to be when a gentleman told me, I think he was from, I want to say Canada or New Zealand, it was those kind of ways, met through an online workshop. And he just come to me after to just thank me for saving his life and still being there so he could be a father to his kids and a husband to his wife. So I think, again, for me, those important moments, I guess. And obviously all the younger generation, when you got the younger people telling me thank you so they can continue, grow, prosper, yeah, it's dope. I guess the way I create and connect with people and how authenticity, vulnerability and stuff all takes place is always, I guess, doing it through my own personal lens. I think what's so important with the work I do and how I connect with people, if I'm not being authentic or vulnerable, I can't expect someone else to be. And I think people always like to see someone for who they are. So to relate, whether that's corporate brands, people on a personal level, yeah, people like who I am and that I can still stand fully myself after going through certain things, after being a certain kind of someone in this society. I think that's super important to relate and to travel and for my work to reach. I woke up because I think the email must have come through early. It was the 1st of October. I remember that because I was prepping for the wife's birthday. Jumped out of bed, checked my phone, screamed a bit. My son was like, Mama, what's happening, kind of thing. So I was just super gassed, told my wife, obviously. And I think for me, it was so important and like, I don't know, like something that hit here, I guess, because I guess what CLAT represents for me, that's where it's important. So to be recognized by a platform that I love and respect and sees me for who I am, that's why it was so important. So what does it mean to me to be a finalist at the CLAT 2025 Awards? I guess for myself to be seen, being someone of colour in Wales, being someone who's gay in Wales, I'm a mum, I'm a creative, I have disabilities, I'm everything society tells me I shouldn't be. So to be recognised for Social Impact Champion, I think that's dope. I've had awards before, but in my city where I'm supposed to be belonging and feeling at home most, I think that's why it's so important, having the recognition I truly deserve. What I'm most looking forward to, I'm hella cocky, so I'm gonna say walking up and taking that awards. And if I don't, cut this, that's me. So if I did win on the awards, and like the first person obviously would be Ty, the founder, the creator of CLAT. If you don't know, you should know. First of all, for putting that platform there, I think that's super important. I've been here, being creative, born and bred in Cardiff, and the only person I say that I could reach to would be Liara through a creative. She guided me through dance and stuff growing up. But for recognition, for the award, for the platform, for the brand, for everything, 100%. And then obviously my mum. She didn't birth me. We all wouldn't be able to celebrate my beautifulness.